Meghan reveals a tip for creating a successful podcast, and the audience sighs in despair. Hello friends, and welcome to the hottest news of the day about the scheming woman Meghan Markle on our Kate Middleton and the Queen News version 2 channel. Overly complacent about the achievements of the new podcast episodes recently, Meghan Markle infuriated the audience when she revealed a secret of her success. According to a story, Meghan Markle's Spotify podcast archetypes employed a fact-checker. According to reports, the position has been filled by American author Nicole Pasulka. According to Ms. Pasulka's biography on her website, she writes about criminal justice, activism, racism, music, business, queer culture, and gender for Harper's, NPR, The Believer, Mother Jones, New York, Vice, Hazlitt, and BuzzFeed. In June, Ms. Pasulka also released How You Get Famous. This book is about the drag community in Brooklyn. A deep dive into New York City's underground drag culture is what the book is described as. Congratulations were given to the book for being an interesting work that will appeal to gender experts as well as anybody with an interest in queer culture. According to Richard Eden of the Daily Mail, Meghan picked Nicole Pasulka, a young and extremely brilliant American writer, whose tastes are closely like her own. There is now no hint, according to Mr. Eden, that Ms. Pasulka's participation will go beyond the podcast. Later today, the Duchess of Sussex's podcast will resume after being put on hold immediately following the Queen's passing. Following Her Majesty's demise on September the 8th, Meghan and her husband Prince Harry played significant roles. Even outside Windsor Castle, the pair greeted onlookers alongside Prince William and Kate Middleton. Meghan spoke candidly to a star-studded guest list on the Archetypes podcast. The Duchess appeared alongside Serena Williams, a 23-time Grand Slam champion, in the first episode, which aired on August the 23rd. Mariah Carey, an American singer, then joined her. Meghan chatted with United States Office actor Mindley Kaling in the most recent episode, which was published only days before the Queen's passing. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are two psychopaths, according to the audience. They often give empty advice and do not bring any value to the listener. The secret to a successful podcast is that you have to spend a life of money to invest in it. Hire the world's top writers to exaggerate the topics you discuss. It is despicable. She is showing off how rich she is to the audience. I think we should slam Meghan's podcast episodes to make her less arrogant. However, many listeners were very calm about Meghan's useless advice. They said Nicole Pasulka was hired to exaggerate Meghan's stories. Truly a gifted writer. She defies the arrows that the world aimed at Meghan to earn dirty money. Too despicable. No matter how compelling Meghan's stories are, they cannot be satisfying because most people know that they are blatant lies. One representative said, "There would be nothing left if Rachel Meghan Ragland Markle were fact-checked, as everything about her is fake, phony, inflated, invented, like the ever-changing Botox lips. The fake smile, the lies, the pretense of loving the man she destroyed for her own fame, profit, and wealth, and for what she wanted most, to be the darker version of Princess Diana." And together with Prince and Princess children, Meghan felt that she could market on the United States of America shows for her own fame and wealth. Meghan is desperately clinging and clutching, grabbing, pushing and shoveling, poking and pushing the prince she turned into a squashed toad, with nowhere to squat but Montecito. Meghan loves herself as everything about her is a fiction of her imagination. Meghan is a falsehood. One audience member commented, I'd love to know what credentials and qualifications permit one to entitle themselves to be a fact checker. Also, why would you hire a fact checker to look at your own work? So, does Markle not believe a word she says either? Meghan should have been more honest with her listeners because they all knew that she was lying. Fact checker or scriptwriter? Spotify should have paid the scriptwriter instead. Unremarkable will just memorize the script. And Netflix should have let the unremarkable cavort while flipping burgers and licking her fingers, an encore of her previous jobs. It will be far more interesting and will bring back again the subscribers they have lost. The casting couch facts and yacht girl logs could be embarrassing if the facts come out, which is why Meghan paid through her fake teeth to have footage and photographs removed. But they will resurface. The photograph of her giving looks of hatred, disdain, and loathing of our dear late Queen must be on her want to destroy list, as that iconic photograph on the Buckingham Palace balcony is not framed and sitting on King Charles's desk. The wicked witch will be trying to bribe her way to ownership, as she usually does, with overexposed photographs. Any fact checker will have to go through some dirty stuff, and then there's their devious Dorias to go through, or has Meghan already bought it all for safekeeping? Like Meghan's previous allies, Nicole Pasulka was immediately placed on Meghan Markle's list of ostracized pieces. Most listeners do not appreciate Nicole's talent, despite her efforts. One person commented, "The first thing this highly talented fact-checker should check is if she is worth her salt. Why is the podcast called Archetypes and not Stereotypes? Because Meghan Markle only talks about stereotypes. Probably Archetypes was originally intended there, a Freudian slip par excellence. It is all about ego." Meghan Markle may have made a promise to Nicole that will take her to the next level in her career if the partnership is to be of great benefit to the Sussexes. A lucrative offer made a rabbit fall into a trap. Royal fans have begun summoning the eagle's eyes of the media to hunt down Meghan's innocent partner. They discovered that, apart from figuring out that she has 1,200 followers on Twitter, saw that most of the articles she has written have one thing in common: race-baiting nonsense. So it seems like a good match. Fact checker? We very much doubt it. Nicole Pasulka should remember that Meghan Markle's audience is extremely difficult. In order to pass their test, she had to be as experienced in lying as Meghan is. One listener analyzed and said, "Their truth does not mean that their truth is congruent with reality. Therefore, their truth has to be twisted and turned until there are no more obvious contradictions to reality. To babble about alternative facts would be a bit embarrassing. But that's the problem with lies. You think you've adjusted your lies to all the facts known, and then an unforeseen, previously unknown fact turns up. Hard luck." Since when does Meghan really think that fact-checking replaces the justice system, judges, and law enforcement? Since when does a left-wing propagandist become a fact-checker? Did the woman graduate with a degree in fact-checking? So anyone now with any kind of studies can suddenly don the title of fact-checker. The cheek of it to think that hiring a so-called fact-checker will make her lies true. The woman has no integrity or morals. She is unscrupulous. Nicole should go back to being righteous and do her duty as a fact-checker. She should start fact-checking from the Oprah interview until today, because that's a lot of information she has to look out at. It may very well take a couple of months for her to go over all Meghan's truths. Now, what do you think about Nicole Pasulka, who has been corrupted by Meghan? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. We hope you have found this video helpful. Do not forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying it. Now, thank you for watching this newsletter. Goodbye, and see you in the next videos.